if it hasn't had that time to scale up, it would be great for the Lancelot to use that to its advantage. Right now, Brunei and the Philippines, we're heading into the land of dawn. This is the very first game for the third series of the day in the Razer Invitational Southeast Asia. Brunei or the Philippines? Who's gonna come on top for this very first game? Do let us know who you're voting for. Is it the Philippines? Is it Brunei? Make some noise there in the comment section. But early on, very early stages of the game, we are already seeing a lot of pokes from this Matilda. And if this keeps going on, this could be possible kill for the side of the Philippines. Retribution in the nick of time, but the pressure from this Matilda is just so on point.
The aggression of that Matilda as well as that Veil giving Lancelot a hard time in his own jungle under the first minute mark as they continue to clear out this lane wave. And I do want to remind you guys that this is a best of 2 series. It is a point system, so the series will end after 2 games.
Yep. The Philippines seems like Toshi is in huge trouble here as Dogman is already rotating to the gold side. It seems like a fairly even ball game, but most of the time we see the pressure really on the gold lane. These are the heroes that need time to scale up. At the same time, you know, you want your gold laner to shine. You want your gold laner to be leading at this point. But, you know, Philippines and Brunei, the pokes are there. Still no casualties in this 1 minute mark. It's just, they're just waiting for that 4 minute mark. Power spike, but I pulled that thought. I might be speaking too soon as Choco goes in for the retribution play as well as the first blood up against Brunei. Philippines takes this one, but the turtle is up for grabs. No retribution for the side of the Philippines. It's going to be Philippines actually having the better position here since they took out the EXP laner of Brunei.
And as you can see, Lancelot was about to try to burst out at Matilda as we have a clash here in the turtle lane. Paquito, Esmeralda going right after that Lancelot. Lancelot continues to back off as Lancelot will go down with a flicker from that Esmeralda. What an amazing anticipation on the side of that Esmeralda to bring down that Lancelot and secure this turtle in the 5 and 3 minute mark of the game.
Trinity goes down under the hands of the Philippines. 2-0 as the Philippines takes in the turtle. Additional EXP, additional gold. Whereas Toshi is taking a lot of gold plating here on the bot side. But here comes Kofi just in the nick of time to actually save. Or actually, you know what? Toshi, stop taking in all the gold plating here on the bot side.
The aggression of that Esmeralda to go right after Lancelot, even expending his flicker to take down that Lancelot was so beneficial for them as Veil tried to take down this Sicilian. What a combination on the side of the Philippines as Veil and Matilda tries to burst out that Sicilian in the mid lane.
Yep. Philippines already rotating to the bot side. Dogman pops in those whisks. Our Lolita doll is in big trouble as actually go in for the dive, but here comes Hanjinity in the nick of time to save these this gold laner and this roamer from the side of Brunei. But I feel like Philippines, they are relentless. They really want to make Toshi shine in this lane.
The Philippines continuing to dictate the rotation as Esmeralda goes right after that Uranus. Oh, good plays on the side of Brunei as Lolita was able to actually escape the attack as Sicilian goes right after that Matilda. Decides not to engage anymore as Matilda continues to back off. And grabe, the battle in the gold lane between that Flood and that Bruno. Who will win? Paquito going right after that Uranus. Falling Star Moon on that Uranus. Uranus will try to escape as he goes into the Paquito. What a rotation on the side of that Esmeralda as well as Paquito. And now they will be able to take down this tier 1 tower on the side. Nope, they won't, but Lancelot trying to clear out the minion waves. What an amazing play on the side of that Paquito and Esmeralda taking down that very bulky Uranus.
Yeah, it seems like Brunei is now responding to the aggression of Toshi here on the bot side, as Toshi will need to recall from that, but Choco already purchasing the Olympic Roar, so that's an additional damage. But one-hit delete combo coming in, and Jimmy goes down, and the blue buff still goes to the Philippines. 5-0, no answer from Brunei.
0-5 on the side of the Philippines. Sicilian nowhere to be found in those classes as they were able to zone out completely these heroes as Paquito goes right after that Lolito. I believe Lolita will go down in hands of Paquito as they take charge and take position to get this turtle, another free turtle on the side of the Philippines. What an amazing core, what an amazing rotation on that side, on that Paquito.
Right, if you take a look at the composition here of the Philippines, they can definitely go for that aggression. They have the Paquito. That's already a given. A Paquito and a Matilda for your roamer. And right now, bot side, Kopi is in big trouble right now as the Philippines, they want to secure this bot lane tower. Whereas, there's a little bit of switch up here for our roamers, for our EXP laners. It seems like Esmeralda, they want to make this a fast game for the Philippines. They're taking a lot of towers. It's such a fast-paced game in the 5-minute mark. The Philippines already leading by 3K, and I feel like it's going to be a snowball effect here. Not unless, you know, Brunei has that one miracle set from Dahl.
Actually, I like to just add on what you said about the aggression of the Philippines. As even the Veil continues to charge, continues to even create initiations by himself. That's how aggressive the Philippines is. Their mid laner is actually creating plays by himself.
Yeah, Veil, or rather in this case, Rage, is on a rampage. Already getting the Genius, already getting the Genius one, already getting the Arcane Boots, but Philippines, they are relentless on taking the objectives. This is what I noticed. They got in a tower right after that kill once again. Mega kill for Choco this time. As the Philippines, they are not backing away from Brunei. Brunei is just really responding. They want to have the Sicilian scale up, and they also have this Bruno for the late game insurance. But it seems like the Philippines is just, yeah, let's go on full aggression. Takes down Kopi as well on the bot side, and that is going to be the Philippines still winning the lanes that they have.
The main damage dealer of Brunei will go down in the hands of Matilda alongside that Claude as they try to clear out the minion wave here in the mid lane to set up this turtle. Respawning in how many seconds? 7 seconds, I believe. Philippines getting a good position here in the turtle lane. I believe they will get another turtle as Paquito sees that Lancelot, tries to taunt that Lancelot, and now Lancelot going right after that Paquito. Lolita will go down in the hands of Veil. Another aggression play on the hands of Veil as they try to take down this tier 3 tower on the bot lane, and of course a free Lord once again on the side of Philippines.
Yeah, it's kind of funny how Brunei just took out all the cost 4 heroes, but they completely forgot we still have a Veil, Circle Eagle. No casualties there. Bat's Feast as well, casted by Kirin, but it's just to zone away the members from the Philippines. Aggression after aggression. Already 2 towers down for the side of Brunei. Still nothing from Brunei.
Falling Star Moon on that Lancelot as they try to burst out this Esmeralda, but to no avail. Esmeralda continues to flex herself, continues to flex the sustainability as they will engage here in the blue buff, trying to get that blue buff. Bruno pops his ult as Esmeralda continues. Paquito going right after that Lolita. Lolita nowhere to go. Falling Star Moon on that Bruno. Bruno will fall on in the hands of Matilda as they try to go for that Sicilian down. What a circling eagle play on Matilda, and they're not done. Bill goes right after that Sicilian as they take down the tier 1 tower in the mid lane. Plays after plays after plays on the side of the Philippines, continuing that. I like how it started off with that tail, then that certainly eagle on the side of that Matilda. They couldn't move, they couldn't do anything as they take down the Lancelot here in the mid lane. Lolita trying to defend this mid lane, but they will revert their attention here to the buff. They will, I believe, they will get and clear out these jungles and wait for the level 1 Lord.
Alright, you know what? This is the Philippines making a statement, alright? They're standing at a 5-0, still nothing from Brunei. They're just like, you know what? You can just ban out all our heroes, but we will be taking this game. I feel like the Philippines, they're like, whoever dies in this game, you know what? I feel like they have some redemption. Whoever dies here, it's just... I don't want to say it, okay? I don't want to say it either, but... 15-0, that's insane! Still nothing from Brunei!
On the side of the Philippines, so amazing, controlling the map, controlling the rotation. See, until now, Matilda is there to get position here in the Lord as they try to take down this Lord while clearing out the mid lane.
The biggest problem here for Brunei is they're having trouble dealing with Kirk's Esmeralda. That's just zoning them out, and at the same time, you don't know when Choco's gonna do those dives. When Choco's gonna do those keto combos rather. And right now, 9-minute mark, they got the Lord. I feel like the Philippines, they wanna force out another clash. It's just to their favor. right now.
Actually, I remember what you said about the Esmeralda flexing and sustainability. As we can see, as we remember in the clash in the top lane, Esmeralda going right after 3 members of Brunei, but to no avail. They couldn't do any damage, any single damage on that Esmeralda. That's why Esmeralda continues to zone out these players.
Yep. And you know what? I was actually wondering why the Philippines got so much items in such a short period of time. It's because a lot of them have that average emblem. Take a look at that. That's a lot of ultimates being burned by Brunei just to
A lot of ultimates. Yes,
a
indeed.
lot of resources to take down Kirk, and that's just saying something about what Brunei wants to happen here. Philippines taking turret after turret, but look at Choco.
Choco creating plays as they wait for the Lords. Matilda here continuing to zone out this Lolita as they will try to push out this tier 3 tower. Lord will go down in the hands of Brunei. Alright! Veil with another kill on that Uranus. This Veil pick was actually a surprise for both of us, but as you can see, they're proving why this Veil still deserves to be in the meta, still deserves to be banned, still deserves to be fit. Veil is flexing everything.
Yeah, I feel like it's just the positioning here. Especially if you're a mage user, both Cecilion and Veil here, they need to have impeccable positioning when it comes to clashes. And that's the thing. Brunei, they're just responding to the Philippines. And Philippines, they're just going for those sides. Definitely they can do that. They have the Esmeralda, they have the Paquito, they also have the Matilda just to take them away from clashes that they don't want to be in. And right now, if you take a look at the items, Toshi on this Claude already has a Demon Hunter sword and a golden staff, and not to mention that you know what, he can just pop in that ultimate at any given time and can just burst down the members of Brunei. So it's not just Veil here, it's not just Rage here that's dishing out a lot of damage. It's also going to be Toshi. Toshi's just farming there. Take a look at it.
Yeah, and even though Brunei finds somehow a way to extend this game to the late game, they still have to deal with that Claude in the late game. So I don't know how Brunei will come back from this deficit.
Yeah, I mean, with aggression of the Philippines, I feel like, you know, this is just gonna keep going, especially if you have a Paquito that just snowballed just like that, standing at the 7-0-1. You can see how much they want to win this. Choco prioritize that Malefic Roar, which means he wanted that additional penetration. If you can see, every time he goes in for the combos of the Paquito, it's a sure hit delete for the members of Brunei. It wasn't just fail. It's a lot of burst here from the Philippines. They're making it work so far, and right now in the 12-minute mark, they're going for that Lord. I feel like Brunei will contest this, but it's going to be dangerous if they get wiped out in this situation.
I think Brunei has to contest this all or nothing on the side of Brunei as Lolita tries to zone out. Pops up that ult by Claude. Claude going out after that Cecilion. Cecilion will have to back away as Matilda goes right after that Uranus. Uranus and Lolita will go down in the hands of Matilda as Uranus continues to back off. And forces of the Philippines are now here in the minion lane, trying to clear out this minion lane and to be able to bring down tier inhibitor towers from the mid, from the top, and from the bot lane. What an amazing set. What an amazing entrance on that Claude. Being able to zone out the Cecilion as Veil will go down. Oh! Bruno will go down in the hands of that opening Solomon by Esmeralda, set up by that Veil as the Lord continues to enter. I believe they can go here for the GG push. Esmeralda continuing to zone out back Uranus. Lancelot nowhere to go to see in the backline. Lord goes down, but their inhibitor will go down as well. A 2-for-1 trade, oh no, a 2-for-none trade on the side of the Philippines. Luminum Blast on that Claude, but Veil does the counter set, going right after Uranus. Lolita will go down as well as that Uranus, and Matilda continues to zone out these players. Cecilion nowhere to go anymore, and they will end this. Game 1 goes to the Philippines in a best-of-2 series against Brunei.
Philippines making a statement in their very first game today in the Razer Invitational. That's just a statement.